People be like,
don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest.
Bomb has been planted.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? Today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, and welcome to another Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Well, we have, hopefully this will work out, but so we have a Scottish. I did say lighter heavy, as Tanner brought to my attention, but I did mean a 60 shilling, 70 shilling, 80 shilling. So I'm sorry about the confusion, but yeah. So that would be your lighter ales up to an export. 90s pushing in the wee heavy line there. So, or it is a wee heavy, be 6% plus. So, and we got to think English, British style beers here as well. So they're going lower in the ABVs. But we're doing that. We're doing porters and any porter and a Belgian dark strong with Romano, curds, cheese curds, or any creamy cheese such as like a brie or some spreadable like cheese or something like that. So I want to welcome my panel today. Thanks, guys, for being here. Appreciate you, and cheers. Bumpy Road Brewery. All right. East Coast Beer Reviews. Beer man here. And welcome, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. You are awesome. You're always here supporting us. Appreciate you so much. And welcome to everyone else that pops on in. Let's go ahead and see what we brought, see if it works, and see if it pairs. Yeah, same thing. See if it works. Anyway, let's go. Let's start with Bumpy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, and on my side, so everybody's computer's kind of acting up. On my side, Cheryl's monkey thing's not showing. It's just like a broken picture.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Same here.
So for the cheese I'm bringing, got some Belgioso Romano. This is aged over 5 months. 5 months.
All right.
So it's award-winning. It's crafted in Wisconsin. It's RBST free. It's gluten free. It's YMCA free. Classic Italian cheese. Says fatty in America. Yeah. Whatever fatty in America means. I believe that means it's made in America.
Yes. Fatties.
So let's go ahead and open this up anyways. I'll slide it onto the cutting board. My big, oh yeah. Oh, it smells so stinky. Stinky and nice. It's kind of like Parmesan kind of smell. Ooh, yeah, that's a pungent cheese. Reminds me of pizza. Reminds me of spaghetti. The beer that I'm bringing is not Italian. It's not even really Belgium. It's American. But Modest Man Brewing Company, I have their different waters. This is their Belgian strong ale. Comes in at 8% ABV. And it is a darker one. I have had this one before and I felt it was too bitter, so now it's got a little bit of age on it. It's at least a month and a half from when I bought it, so let's see if it's died out at all and drinks more like a Belgian beer would. And give it a pour into my Corsadonk glass. Corsadonk. And it builds a very large head on this thing, so fairly tight, kind of a creamy, light khaki head. Beer color itself, it's a nice kind of mahogany, amber-esque, slightly brownish brew. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers. That looks really good. Cheers, is that the one you did on your review?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I scored it fairly low.
Right. Hopefully
Yeah.
this.
So we'll
will
see if
work
it
out.
turned any. It was just way too bitter before.
Okay. Nice, man. Thank you, Bumpy. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, Tanner. Cheers, buddy.
All right. This is very stressful.
Don't let it be. Don't let it be. It's
So
all good.
I guess it doesn't necessarily match, but I haven't had this one, and I guess this is considered a wee heavy. But this is the Orkney Brewery Skull Splitter Scotch Ale, 8.5%, 11.2 ounce bottles. This is brewed in Scotland, imported by St. Killian Importing Co., Everett, Mass. Anything else? Oh, it says ingredients: water, malted barley, malted wheat, hops, and yeast, suitable for vegetarians and vegans. So it's not that cold, but whatever. Should be good. Crack this open. Pour it into my Trillium glass here. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, there's like two porters. There was the Duclaw in Founders, and then there was the only Belgian Dark Strong that I could think of that I couldn't find actually was the Trois Pistoles or whatever from Unibrew, but I already did that on a beer and cheese.
Right.
So, yep, it's got a. I'd say that's like I'd say like mahogany or like ruby, maybe like more ruby, I guess you could say. Khaki colored, kind of rocky. 2-finger, maybe about 2-finger. Nice, kind of creamy looking head, holding some good retention. Decent amount of effervescence in there. It looks really good. There's some clarity through it. Yeah, definitely a nice ruby appearance. So it looks really good. 8.5% too.
8.5. Okay. Nice.
Good.
Oh,
All right. So I did switch up the cheese. I think I went to the grocery store twice. I went to 3 different beer stores, so I got this. I was thinking about doing like a porter with this, but so I got Vermont Creamery goat cheese. This is their strawberry spritz. So I've had the honey in the original, but I was trying to find like a peanut butter porter or something to do like a peanut butter strawberry type of combination. But yeah, hopefully it works out. So creamy cheese. Somewhat fitting the style of scotch.
Nice. I think you're gonna like that. I love that beer. Actually, it's really good. It's really good.
I tried.
Cool, Tim. Right on. Cheers, man. All right. Okay. So cheese I got was I just got a soft one. I got a spreadable, or not really spreadable, just the creamy one. It's a brie. I got a brie. The one that smells like what Bumpy doesn't like. But that's that. This one's kind of more firm, but it is soft. It's got that nice moldy outside. Kind of smells funky. A little sexual or something. Sex juice. All right. And then the beer I got was Black Buttes out of Deschutes. It was Deschutes Brewery Black Butte 34. So it's a number 34. I've done this before, but I don't know if I did last year's. I don't know what the heck's going on here, but maybe it's this year's. But it's 11% Imperial Porter, brewed with chocolate, coffee, vanilla, milk sugar, and aged in bourbon barrels. So that's that. And it was bottled 6/23/22. Oh God! I thought I broke the top off. Well, that was loud. At least in my ears, it was. There. All right, so it poured barely no head. It's kind of like gaining, maybe about close to a pinky head. It also has a little mahogany in there, mostly brown though, kind of a brown, dark mahogany-like color. Really can't see through it though. Like a medium rising bubble. Smells really good. Hopefully it doesn't overwhelm me on the cheese. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it works. But all right, so let's get back to Bumpy.
I'm going to do the best I can. I'm moving away. This cheese is very, very potent. So
Yeah.
on the beer, yeah, it's got a bit of a toasty bread, bread crust, like brown bread note to it. A little bit of like a candy-esque cherry dark fruit. Say a little bit of a pink bubblegum type note in there. Yeah, maybe a touch of caramel as well. Let's drink some now. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, Bobby.
Cheers.
So it's like a lighter side, medium body to it. Kind of a lighter side, medium carbonation as well. Starts off kind of on that bready, that bread crust, brown bread type flavor note. Get a little bit of some fruitiness out of it, some darker fruit real quick. And then the bitterness is still there. This one is still a bitter one. So the bitterness starts to kick in pretty much mid-palate. And it just carries on. That's kind of what I'm left with is just a bitterness. So it's kind of on that kind of earthy tone side. Yeah, there might be some like kind of pear type note and stuff in there when I do get that prettiness. But yeah, once the bitterness hits, this is way too bitter for the stuff. And this is me having it sit for another like month and a half since I purchased it because it was way too bitter when I first had it. And yeah, it's still just way too bitter. All right, so the cheese.
Cheeser.
Oh yeah, it smells. It smells like that dirty, gym sock type thing. Telly's over here. He's saying, "Oh, it smells so good."
Yeah.
I dodged the bullet.
Yeah, it's very funky, like pH drop, phys ed sock drop. All right, let's eat it.
Cheers.
Cheesers.
It's a very dry cheese. It kind of starts to crumble as I chew it. In these things, you'll find kind of shredded up, or sometimes even kind of mixed with Parmesan, that dried Parmesan that you sprinkle on spaghetti or something. Yeah, it's very, very funky down there with all the sweaty athletes, but there is a bit of a nuttiness to it up front. But yeah, then it just brings you right down to your toe jam. Definitely more of a cheese that you gotta mix with things. So you're gonna put it on something versus just being something you just sit here and eat. I would say you find it in things like Caesar salads. Put this cheese in there. It just goes well with the whole mix of that stuff. Let's see how it goes with this beer, though. Jesus.
Cheesers again.
All right. They kind of cancel each other out for the most part. So chewing on the cheese, you're getting all that, everything I mentioned already, and then you drink the beer, and basically it just washes away all of that athlete's foot flavor. It's just kind of gone. Then you're just kind of left chewing on some kind of chewy, kind of dry cheese. And then same aspect, the cheese is taking away from any of the nice flavors like the breadiness and that kind of slight fruitiness, and just leaving it with bitterness. So this is just turned into nothing but hop bitterness. It's kind of disgusting.
Oh, man.
So we'll try it the other way now. The cheese still does linger on the palate. It's a pretty strong cheese, Romano. We'll drink and then eat some cheese. See what happens.
Nice. Right on.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Hey, beer hounds. Cheers, dude.
Bready, slightly fruity, bitterness, cheese. Yeah, the bitterness of this beer just takes over this cheese. This
Damn.
beer is that bitter. It's that out of whack. Extremely unbalanced. Like, if Stone Brewing Company made this, they would have been proud, because it's just disgusting bitterness, just for the point of being disgustingly bitter. Yeah, so it takes like a lot of the flavor out of it, away from the cheese. I'm just left with bitterness.
Wow.
Either way, this beer is just way overly bitter. Modest Man did a shitty job.
Wow. That's crazy.
They should stick to the American stuff and not try to make Belgian beers anymore. But this isn't my only Belgian beer I've had from them. I also have a Hefeweizen I picked up. That's also kind of shitty. So.
Well, right on, dude. Sorry that just did not work. But cool. Thank you, Bumpy, man. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
No.
All right, the skull splitter.
Cheers, Tanner. Sorry.
No worries. Skull splitter. This has a really good aroma. It smells super sweet. It's like molasses and toffee. Nice, like biscuity breadiness. A little bit of some like grassy hops. Maybe like a little bit of like roasted malts. Possibly like a little bit of like some dark chocolate in the background. Very faint though, not super pungent. Like maybe that's just my mind playing tricks on me. I kind of get a little bit of chocolate, but it's got that roasty note. 8.5%. Definitely no ethanol, boozy, alcohol aroma. Even kind of warm. This is definitely not cold. That's for sure. But it's got a nice lacing on the glass. Gonna dive into this one. Cheers, guys.
Nice. Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Well, that's got a good body to it. Medium to fuller body. Not as much sweetness. Definitely some burn going down, though. You get that little bit of that alcohol burn in your chest. Yeah, light hint of toffee. It's more on the biscuity bready side, but it's kind of got like it's got like a silky smooth mouthfeel to it, which is a little different. I was kind of expecting this to be like sticky sweet, but it's not. It's just got a nice little bit of bitterness. There's a little bit of like a grassy, floral, slightly astringent back end. Definitely that roasted note comes out a little bit as well. But yeah. And molasses. I'd say it's more on the molasses side than toffee on the palate. It's good. It's just a little boozy. I will say it's a little boozy. I would prefer this probably a lot colder. This is probably something you want to get a nice chill to. But it's not bad. I do like it. I'm actually a big fan of Scotch ales. I really like the Dirty Bastard from Founders, and I like the Backwoods Bastard as well. And I really haven't, I really haven't branched out much with the Scotch ales, but it's always a style that pretty much almost everyone I've tried I really did enjoy. And yeah, they actually did have that McAllen's. I saw that, and I was confused. I was so confused by the style. I probably should have picked that up. I think that was around 5. But yeah, so the goat cheese. This is the strawberry spritz. Oh, before I grab a bite of it, the aroma on this, it's definitely like it's kind of got that like sour yogurt, super creamy. There's a little bit of like a sweet strawberry. I think the creaminess and like the sour yogurty aroma definitely kind of overpowers the strawberry. It kind of reminds me of like strawberry cream cheese, but the strawberry cream cheese is definitely way more prominent on the strawberry note. This has dried strawberries actually in it. It actually has like little chunks of dried strawberries in it. But yeah, it smells good. I'm gonna try a decent amount of this, a little hefty amount. So cheesers, guys.
Cheesers. All right, all right.
That's actually pretty damn good. This sour works really well with the strawberry. Like that super tangy note you get with the goat cheeses and creaminess. It's like strawberry. It's kind of like strawberry. It's like yogurty strawberry cream cheese. It's actually really good. This should actually be great on like a bagel or something. Kind of like the other goat cheeses, but I really do like the strawberry cream cheese, and this would work really well as well, like a bagel, or maybe even on. I don't know about crackers. You guys put goat cheese on crackers? I don't think I've ever tried that before, but
yeah,
it's good.
Goats are too rough for crackers. They break them.
I like it though. The cheese is really good. It's got a nice, sweet, natural strawberry aftertaste. The little bit of the dried strawberry flakes, whatever it is, you don't really get any like. There's not really any like type of crunch. They just kind of blend into the cheese. You don't really notice them as far as like a texture thing, but you get like when you get like the little pieces, you get a nice burst of that natural strawberry on the end. It actually leaves a really nice aftertaste in your mouth as well. So I don't know how this is going to work. Strawberry, toffee, cheesy, molasses type notes, breadiness. I don't know. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens.
Just might. Cheesers,
guys. This is definitely an odd combination. I don't think I'd ever try, but. Definitely enhances the strawberry note. That strawberry note is super sweet. I think the little bit of the grassiness in the beer kind of cuts through that sour note, but it does kind of make it like this, like candied strawberry with a nice like sour finish. I guess it works well. Honestly, it's kind of odd, like an odd combination of flavors. But I guess you could do like. So people do like caramel on fruits. So I guess toffee on strawberry. Not really anything that I ever think of, but I guess it works well. Not bad. I think possibly like maybe like the honey one might work a little bit better. But it definitely enhances the sweetness. But yeah, it's just an odd combination that's actually pretty decent. So next time around, I have a score for everything.
Nice.
Cheers, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Tanner. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. That was a good one. I'm kind of happy to see what that went like because my grandma used to make. She's from Scotland. She was passed away now, but she made the little shortbread cookies with the jam inside with the icing and a cherry on top. Those things would have been so good, I think, with that blend. I don't know, man. Just the sweetness and the butteriness, yeah.
Yeah.
So
butteriness.
cool.
Yeah, there is a decent butteriness.
Little diacetyl butter kind of thing going on, or yeah, cool. Well, great review, guys. All right, so let's get into the beer. Let's try and spin it without spilling. You can already get a nice whiff. That smells really good in whiskey, bourbon-y, bourbon-like. Yeah, vanilla, kind of a vanilla whiskey thing coming off, a little corn vanilla kind of whiskey barrel thingy thing. Getting a nice rich kind of stop moving. I keep swaying, dude, because I'm standing. All right. But a nice like a semi-sweet chocolate is coming out of this with a little bit of hint of coffee. You're getting a big vanilla swing in this. Do they adjunct it? The edge of the milk sugar and the vanilla. Okay. Coffee as well. Cool, yeah. It's not real. It's more of an espresso, more of a richer roasted kind of smell. Almost like, kind of like the espresso. I guess like a latte, kind of a latte without sugar. It's getting that. It's not real. It's got a sweetness though. There's a sweetness in the smell and the aromas. Yeah, interesting. It's pretty complex. There's a lot going on. Tanner head, tan head. Maybe more of a khaki. Well, kind of pushing more of a tan. Yeah, good lacing on the sides. Not a little bit of legging kind of drop in there a little. It was 11%. Let's drink this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, beer man.
Yeah, sweet, but not unbalanced sweet. It's very good with the bitter. Works really well with the roast, with the coffee. Works really good with the sweet. The milk sugar kind of gives it more body thickness. A little more of that milky vanilla. Vanilla really works well with that. And in the bourbon barrels that it was in, really works good there. It's got that nice oaky kind of barrel feel to it. Very smooth, creamy mouthfeel. Body is more of a medium. Kind of a medium pushing full medium. The bitterness in the back, it starts off sweet. Then you start to get the bitterness kind of build up in the back there, along with the nice sharp kind of a slightly sharp alcohol bite that kind of just it's kind of prickly on the back of the tongue, on the pores of your tongue, but it's really more of just a very creamy dessert-like porter. It's very good. Very delicious. I really, really, really like this. This is very drinkable. Not sessionable, but very drinkable. Dangerous for sure. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I was happy with it the last time I had it. So Brie, we all know Brie kind of has a funky smell to it. Not going to get into
nice,
kind of a jizzy smell. Yeah, you nice girl.
You guys scare me with these flavors.
Have you ever had a Brie, Tanner?
No. After hearing what you guys said.
Well, you get so the rind of this is kind of a muskiness. There's a musky smell to it. It's the molds that's on it. It's a powdery kind of like almost like you can it's like fuzzy like velvet, and it doesn't smell great. It adds like kind of a mushroom smell, an earthy, musky, dirty,
a little bit of like a yeastiness.
Maybe a yeastiness. Yeah, definitely. And then you get into the other side, and it's more that, but it's also got kind of a creamy milkiness to it, a milky smell. Doesn't really smell strong. It's not salty smelling. Not sweet. It's just kind of in between. This one I've never had. It actually has a nice little balance in the smell. And you can see it's for anyone that has never had a Brie. It's very soft, and as it gets warmer, it gets even softer and more spreadable. I'm gonna eat it without that mold because I don't like it. It got me sick last time.
Yours isn't as gooey as the one I had.
Yours was more gooey.
Cheesers.
Yeah.
The Camemberts, I think it's Camembert, or there's another one that's even more gooier. Yeah. This is very milky. Very it tastes like mozzarella.
Mhm.
With a slight mozzarella, like a mozzarella, soft mouthfeel, creamy, soft texture. It's not super salty. It's not super sweet. It's actually not sweet. It's nice. It actually would go very well on a cracker or something like that. Yeah, that mozzarella comes through really good. Now, you know what? I'm gonna eat it with the rind. Just a little and see what's up. You can eat it. You can eat it. It's just not the greatest. Kind of hard. I'm getting that butter, almost as if you were to eat some real butter. You know, you get that real butter taste. Yeah, you're getting that moldy mushroom cave-like thing or dirty, earthy thing. It's kind of weird. Anyway, all right. So let's break this other one. Get some cheese first. Oh, man, I just got the rind, dude. That's gross. I don't like that rind, man. It tastes gross. I want to get the butter, that buttery cow milk thing going around my mouth before I take a drink. Well, if anything, it adds to the fullness of the beer. Adds a little more of, like, say, a diacetyl kind of a buttery kind of thing. It adds that kind of buttered cow milky thing, but you don't really get it. The beer's so strong that it kind of overwhelms it. It kind of goes over it and smothers it. It's not the greatest mix, but if anything, it does add a thickness to the beer. Just adds more texture to it. Shit's going everywhere. Now, I like it. The beer before the cheese is better because you can actually get the lighter feel that this lighter cheese comes out more after you have the beer. So it actually works, I think, a little better that way rather than cheese before beer because the beer smothers it. So not bad though. You do get the espresso, like a roasted coffee bean thing comes out more. The malts, all the dark rich malts start to come out more. The bitterness kind of goes away. It's not as bitter in the back. You don't get any like hoppy notes or anything. It's just kind of just blends into it. It's really nice. And then you want to have another drink of it to take out the smothered cheese all over your mouth because it's like spreads and gets all mushy in your mouth. So, but good stuff. It's not bad. It's not the greatest pairing, but not bad. So it works. I'd want something a little more flavor bite in the cheese, like say a nice rich cheddar or something like an English cheddar, something with the crystals, all that good stuff. That would go a hell of a lot better, I think, with this darker beer or richer beer. So cool, man. Let's get Bumpy back up if he's ready.
Cheers, beer man.
Oh yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Carlos.
Cheers, Carlos, mi amigo. For this beer, I was so hoping that the bitterness would have faded out, but it's staying exactly the same. This beer is just, I personally don't think it's built right. I mean, I've never made a Belgian strong ale myself, so I've never really looked into the recipes and how they're supposed to be, but this to me just tastes, I don't know why people would like it. People have scored this pretty high on Untapped, and that I still can't figure out myself either. It just must be people that just are just zombies towards Modest Man and just have to give them great scores and everything. I'm not that person, and I'm gonna put this at a 31 out of 50. I'll put it in the drinkable category, just the very bottom of drinkable, because I pretty much almost want to just dump it down the drain.
Damn.
But I'm not going to. But I would definitely never buy this beer again either. think I'd steer clear of pretty much all of their Belgian-inspired beers because I've had 3 of them, 3 different ones, and just not. I don't think the Belgians their game. It's just not their game. The cheese, I mean, personally, it's not like cheese that I enjoy just eating. Um, like I said, it's something that goes well on certain things. I could see this even being on pizza. You know, if you have Parmesan on pizza or whatnot, it's got that funk. Uh, I mean, I wouldn't just have this cheese if it was like in a blend, though. You know, some mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, um, whatever other cheeses that you use on a pizza. Put this in as like maybe one of the 4 cheeses that you choose. It could work because it just gives it that extra edge, that down funky footy thing. Yeah, spaghetti melted on some spaghetti. Perfect because you're getting your other sauces, your sweets and your other things going with it. That's what it is. It's a blending cheese, and I think for this company, the Belgios, whatever, they do make fantastic cheeses. A lot of their cheeses, they have Parmesan cheese out as well. A lot of their cheeses are, they just stand out for what style of cheese it is. So I think that this cheese, it's full of flavor. It's full of aromatics. It's very pungent. It's noticeable. Uh, I'll give this a 96 out of 100. Not saying that I want to just eat this cheese, but for what it is, I think it's a great Romano cheese. And as far as the pairing went, no, it was horrible. Yeah. I mostly blame that on the beer.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, all right. And hey, there's only one way to know if it works. That's by trying it. So
always an honest review from Bumpy.
Hopefully the brewing company will see it and be like,
oh, really quick.
What did I do? All right, Bumpy, man. Thank you, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
So I did do a little research. I looked online a little bit more into the Skull Splitter. They said like notes of like grape skin or apple. I didn't necessarily get the apple, but I got some of the grape and possibly like I didn't see raisin, but I'm thinking it. I got a little bit of like raisin, so maybe like on the darker fruit side. And they also said there was like a little bit of smoke, and I can see that, especially being warm. It does kind of have that little bit of like a smoky. Now it's not as like smoky as like that smoked porter that I had on Multi Monday with Bumpy, but it's got a little bit of an aftertaste of like that smoke. I feel like this beer is one of those beers that's actually really complex, and the first time you have it, you might not be able to pick up all the flavor notes at once. I think this is one that possibly you could have a session with, even though it is 8.5%. So you could have 2 or 3 of them. They're not super filling, but I feel like if you had 2 or 3, you could probably get a better understanding of the beer rather than just drinking one. Like that was kind of how it was for me last night with that True Action IPA, the Dogfish one. I had 1 can, and I wasn't super impressed by the first can. Then I had another can, and I was like, oh, yeah, wow, there's actually some stuff that I didn't really pick up in the first one. So it's just kind of odd sometimes when you do that. And that's why I really do like revisiting stuff. Because sometimes you pick up something from a certain beer, it's your first impression, and then possibly do some research, and then you drink it again, you're like, oh, wow, yeah, there is a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Sometimes with these complex beers, it's hard to pick up all those different complex flavors. Especially if, it's your first time trying it, you don't know what to expect, or if there's possibly a flavor note in that beer that's prominent over other ones, and then temperature of the beer also plays into perspective as well. But yeah, the Skull Splitter is actually I like it. I definitely would enjoy. I think I would like it a little bit colder. Not like I think now that I think about it, not like super super cold. Because I think if it was super super cold, it would probably take away from that complexity. But definitely colder than what I had it at. But I'm still gonna give it like a, as far as like the other Scotch ales, I'm gonna give this one like a 95. I do really like it. It's not overly like sickeningly sweet. Like the Dirty Bastard is like super, super, super sweet in my opinion. Um, this seems like it's a little bit more on the what's the word? Not calm, but balanced. I guess you could say it's a little bit more on the balanced side. But yeah, 95 for the beer, and then the cheese. I actually typed it in the private chat. The cheese actually reminds me of strawberry Greek yogurt, but of course it has like a more astringent / creamier texture to it. But it really does remind me of strawberry Greek yogurt. And I think this might be my favorite of the Vermont Creamery that I've had. So I had the original, the honey, and this one. And with the initial review, I was saying how I wasn't really noticing the strawberry chunks, but then I actually got like a nice crunch of strawberry, and it actually worked really well with the cheese. So the cheese, I'll give the cheese, I give the cheese like a 96. I really like this. I can see this working really well with certain beers, maybe like some nuttier beers, like possibly like something that has like peanut butter in it or something, or even something that had like a honey beer or something like that. I can see this cheese could it's very, I guess the good best word is like versatile. This is a versatile cheese as far as pairings. For a rating for the pairing, after thinking about it and getting that little bit of that grape note in the beer, and then with the cheese, and then I've been sipping on it a little bit, like I said, it enhanced the strawberry note. It actually made the sweetness of the beer stand out a little bit more. I mean, the sweetness of the cheese stand out a little bit more. I'll give it like a 92. I think there's some other stuff that would probably work a little bit better. Possibly like a peanut butter porter, peanut butter stout, or something like that. Maybe you get like that peanut butter strawberry combination. I think that would work really well. But yeah, 92 for the pairing, and yeah, it actually worked out pretty well for last minute run around scrambling. Been working a lot lately, so I haven't really had time to actually go out and get products. That's why I was, scrambling last minute, but it worked. So it's always nice when it works out, even if you're kind of stressing out, scrambling to get it together at the last minute. But yeah, thanks for having me, man. Cheers.
Yeah, dude, anytime. Thanks for being here. Right on, good scores. All right. Well, good score. Bumpy's wasn't that great, but I'm sorry.
Oh, cheese.
The cheese got a great score. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
And that's a good Romano, actually, too. I really, really like that one. Well, cool. Yeah, man. This cheese. We'll start with the cheese. The cheese was a nice brie. This brand particularly was a good one. I thought it was great. A little more solid. Kind of tasted like butter, cow milk. Rich butter, rich cow milk. Very good. Nice cavey, mushroomy kind of earthy outer shell. Yeah, good brie. I'll give it a 93 out of 100. I'll go 93. There's others out there that I'm bound to trying, so give it some room to breathe on that. The beer is just absolutely remarkable. I mean, the balance is off the hook. The sweetness, the bitterness, they worked so well with that bitterness in the finish. Everything just worked really well with the roasted, the coffees, and all the, because those also have an astringency and like a bitterness that you add too much hops and you can really damage the beer. You really got to be intricate with that particular thing, and it worked really well with the vanilla, the bourbon, the woody oak barrel kind of flavor coming through, the chocolates, the roasted malts, and the overall sweetness. It was just it was a sweetness that was tolerable. Like I said, balance. Everything went down really smooth, creamy, nice. I'm gonna give it a 99. I mean, I'm gonna stay at 99, but it is pretty much almost world class in my opinion, especially for the shoots. I mean, this is definitely one of their specialty ones. You don't see it in the grocery store. It's not something you buy in a 6-pack or a 4-pack even. It's but it's really good. Dwayne always has these at his shop. Like every year he'll pull one out. I think this is like this year's one, but obviously it is. It's bottled a couple months back. But the cheese pairing, the beer before the cheese, the beer smothered the cheese because it's a lighter flavored cheese. Even with that outer shell on there, that muskiness, it still didn't ride well. But then you go in the cheese before the beer, and it was nice. Did I say it backwards? Fuck. Beer before the cheese is better. Beer before the cheese. Have a beer first. Have this beer first, and then have the cheese. And that cheese kind of like rides around on all the flavors of the beer. And I like that better. So I thought the pairing that way was probably in the range of around maybe I'd say like an 89 out of 100. But it still was very good. It went well. It wasn't the greatest pairing, but definitely a B plus, A minus on that. So really not bad. So all right, let's get to our shouts. Go to the main panel and get Bumpy up there. Really doesn't matter. I mean, we're all here. We're all good. So, yeah, start us out, Bumpy. Right on.
All right. Yeah, cheers. 50-point inspections. Put those videos out on Wednesdays and Fridays. Live stream show Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on my channel, Bumpy Road Brewery. Doing the new brew. So just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. It's like a 3-part type of live stream where we're doing beer reviews. We're doing just general chit chat, and then a little question and answer portion as well. Other than that, shout out. Well, I won't shout out Last Beer because I don't know if he's doing his show anymore.
Oh yeah,
but. Shout out Leprechaun TV. Yeah, Leprechaun TV. He's right here. So check out his channel. He cooks a lot of items on his Blackstone skillet grill, whatever the hell the thing is, a flat grill basically. And he does a live show on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, called The Hot Seat. He'll typically have a guest or sometimes multiple guests on, and kind of just do like an interview with them, and they do general chat stuff. So check out Leprechaun TV. Cheers.
Now, I'm muted. Nice. Cheers, Bumpy. Thank you. All right, East Coast.
All right. So shout outs for me. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be doing a brewery review, Equilibrium. So grab any Equilibrium brewery beer and come on the show, review that beer, and then we'll pull up the website, talk about availability, distribution, pricing, all that good stuff. Possibly if they have like food and some pictures of the brewery is always nice. Each of the panel members will rate the brewery, and then we'll average out all the panel members' ratings. That'll be a rating for the show. Saturday, I do my Rate That Beer, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So bring any beer you want. It could be revisit. I tend to try to bring newer stuff that I haven't had before, but that's yeah. So yeah, it's open panel, live beer community, open panel beer reviews. So, and then shout outs for other people. Shout out to Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Thursday night, I believe he's doing Inebriated Thoughts, which is, he said it's not a review show. It's more of just beer talk. beer discussion. And then his other show that he does, I believe they're going to alternate. He does a Thursday night beer session where he grabs 3 to 4 different products and does reviews on those products. He also does power hours, pop-up power hour. No, not pop-up. Power hours on Thursday sometimes. And also check out FLX Beer Reviews with Dan and Mike. Great dudes. They're always fun to. Well, I haven't really. I've talked to Dan, but I mean I've talked to Mike, but I've hung out with Dan, and they're both really cool, very entertaining guys. Go check them out. Drop them a sub. Definitely deserve it. And yeah, sorry for scrambling around last minute, beer man, but thanks for having me. I do appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, that's no problem, man. You should have seen me on Multi Mondays. Always asking questions, dude. Where is this? What is this? I can't find it. Is this okay? No, I was that way. No, it's good.
I'm learning, man. I'm learning.
So. Come on, we all are. So, me, Bumpy, Miscellaneous, all of us other guys here. You know, we're always learning, man. We're always learning. You never stop. So, all right. So, thank you, Miscellaneous. East Coast, Tanner, and Bumpy.
My mouse isn't working for some weird reason. This is so fucking stupid.
Is it corded? If it's corded, then just maybe unplug it and replug it. If it's one that's got the little receiver.
Good God, that deserves that. And, you know, there's another one, but I can't find it. Anyway.
Everything was going wrong. It was a unfortunate event.
Yeah. So, beer. Well, first I'll start with Wednesday's show, and then I'll announce what next Tuesday is. But tomorrow, Wednesday, will be a Fire Marshal Bill from In Living Color, that old comedy show. Anything around hell, fire, whatever the hell you can come up with. I had a hard time personally finding something, so you'll find out tomorrow. So, but bring that at 6:00 Eastern, and then next week is actually my birthday on the 19th. So we're going to be doing an open table. I figured that'd be appropriate. Let me get this banner off of here. But yeah, open table it, bring whatever you'd like, and show it, you know. That way, no questions asked. Just do whatever you know, just bring it to the table, see if it works. And I like doing those, you know, at least once a month. So we'll do that. And
an open table.
Yeah. I might have a video up on Thursday. I've been trying to put one up from what's the name of the company? I forgot, but you'll see it if you pay attention to my channel. You'll see it. Also, just a few dudes I want to mention. Look out for Dom's beer reviews. He's out of Scotland. He says, "Cheers, my dears." And his last one was a perfect draft. So look, top 10. I need to look at this. So he got a Leffe. He got another one of his kegs. A Leffe keg, it looks like is what he's showing. And then he has Alchemy Brewing, beer number 468 Talisman out. Yeah. So, and then another one is Beer Hounds Beer Reviews. He was on here. He might still be here. I don't know. But he's been doing a lot of versus kind of ones. Like, I think the last one was Superior and Corona Familiar, where he mixes the two together to see battles them out, see what the differences are. Ballast Point was his last single beer review. And then Ridgeopolis, man, he's been working with Bear there and doing their funny thing. And he's just a great dude. He's a great reviewer as well. All these guys are great reviewers. Check out their channels. Check out their stuff. We all like to show and shout other people, so it's all part of the community. It's what we do. It builds us up as well. It builds them up, and that we're all one big happy family in the end. So, All right, man. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Cheers to you, Bumpy Road Brewery.
Cheers.
East Coast Healthy Reviews. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers to the chat, of course. I'm not going to go through everyone, but latest ones: Miscellaneous Breweries, Blue Eyes Lep, Leprechaun TV, Cabacos Carlos. Check out that guy; he is funny as hell. You are one cool dude. Cheryl Crawford's a great supporter. She's always here, always here. Beer Hounds Beer Reviews. I guess I am going through them all, ain't I? Score Table Degenerates, Joey. Cheers to you and congrats on your on achieving that monetization level on YouTube. So that's really cool. All right, just glad that got all figured out. All right, guys. Drunken One just popped in. Cheers to you, dude. All right, well we're out of here, man. Let's get this last little thing out. We got a beer in your hand. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, but not after one more sip, man. Mm-hmm.